Another horror story breaking today concerning a missing child, missing, presumed dead, possibly murdered in Dublin. Child has been missing, presumed dead or murdered for years. Years. The house has been sealed off. Investigations are underway. Of course, no arrests have been made at this point. The background of this one is horrible. Let me tell you what I know. There's a quick video clip to play, and some of this detail will certainly make your blood boil. Garda probe into disappearance of a child feared dead. As you can see, this is just coming out this evening. Gardaí are investigating the disappearance of a child who they fear may have died in unreported and suspicious circumstances in Dublin. Years ago, the child hasn't been seen for years. The child, a boy, was last seen around the age of 3.5 and has not now been seen for a number of years. They reckon if the child was still alive today, the child, that boy, would be 8. So where did he go for 5 years? How did he slip through the system for 5 years when he should have been registered at school and when benefits were attempted to be claimed? This is what triggered the whole thing off. It's an absolute abomination. Gardaí were alerted to the case by the state's child and family agency, Tusla, another horrendous organisation. It's understood the case came to Tusla's attention after an application had been made for social welfare payment. Well, it took 5 years to realise that a child who had been previously 3 or was around 3.5, didn't even register for school, hadn't been seen till a social welfare payment claim had been put in or applied for. Checks were carried out. No record of the child having attended school could be found. Gardaí were alerted on Friday past and have started an investigation. An incident room set up in Swords Garda Station. A residence in North County Dublin has been technically examined. So detectives suspect the child came to harm. His body may have been buried or disposed of years ago. Gardaí have spoken to a number of relatives of the child. HQ said that Gardaí are continuing to carry out operational inquiries. No arrests have been made. So let's hear a little news clip on this one, and then we'll add some meat to the bones of this. And like I said, it's an abomination.
Child has been missing for several years and was last seen as an infant. Investigators believe now that the child got into harm's way in some kind and is now deceased. That's the working thesis as was put to me by An Garda Síochána. Now, Tusla raised its concerns with a Gardaí last week after the Child and Family Agency failed to find any school records relating to this child, who would be of primary school age by now. Before then, though, no missing persons report was made on this child's whereabouts to Gardaí. An investigation was then launched and a technical examination was carried out on the residence in Donabate in North Dublin. An incident room has been set up in Swords, but yet for now, no arrests have been made.
Listen to that. Child should have been at school. Child should have been in primary school at this point. But no records were found. No school records were found. Last week, Tusla, the penny dropped. Child has been missing for about 4 or 5 years. The penny dropped. I tell you, how these people can sleep at night, how these people keep their jobs. What else do we know? Well, let's see what else we can find out about this one. As I said, it's a breaking story, but undoubtedly more sordid details will follow. So a Dublin house has been sealed off amidst fears child has been killed and secretly buried. Now we're getting down to brass tacks. Detectives sealed off the house after a woman told them her ex-partner killed the child. A woman told them an ex-partner had killed the child. Benefits claim was applied for. Tusla finally pushed the buttons. Years too late. Detectives in North County Dublin sealed off a house as part of a probe last weekend. A woman told them her ex-partner killed the child. It's understood the child, a boy, has been missing for several years and would be aged around 8 if he was alive today. However, sources told the Irish Mirror that Gardaí believe the boy is dead. So he was last seen at 3.5. He would have been around about 8 now. So between 4 and 5 years have elapsed since that child was last seen until now. A house has been sealed off, and forensic examinations are ongoing with the premise that the child is probably dead. 5 years. Sources say the woman made the claim when Gardaí from Sword Station in Dublin interviewed her about her missing child on Sunday. Probably triggered by that attempted application for social welfare or a benefits claim. Sources say Gardaí are treating the woman's claims as credible. We have established that Gardaí began an urgent investigation. Urgent. After they were contacted by officers from Tusla Child and Family Agency. They'd be quick to take your kids off you if they weren't in school a certain amount of days in the year. But if the child never goes to school and hasn't been seen for 5 years, oh no, the penny doesn't drop. In a bizarre twist, Gardaí were informed about the case on Friday, a year to the day since they received their first missing persons report about another missing child, Kieran Durnan. That in turn prompted a fast-moving Gardaí. Let's not call anything other than what it is. This is a shambles. Fast-moving, this ultra fast. There's a quick reaction there. The house was sealed off. The mother was interviewed. Sources confirmed she told detectives the child was killed. Garda spokeswoman said they're currently carrying out inquiries in North County Dublin. They're not in a position to make any more statements at this time. It is echoes of that of little Kieran Durnan, reported missing in his native Drogheda, County Louth last August. That case has been upgraded to a murder probe, and the last confirmed sighting of the boy, who would be 9 if he were alive today, was mid-2022. What is it with children going missing in Ireland? What is it with children going missing in Ireland? There's another clip of this. I haven't uploaded the slide in here, but it's believed the missing child's mother's African. Does it matter? Maybe, maybe not. Were the family here legally, illegally, seeking asylum? Irish citizens, applied for citizenship and got it granted to them? No doubt we'll find that out in pieces, in bits and pieces. So that's the state of play with this one. Like I said, this one's just news has just come in this evening, so I'm updating you with what I know here, and I've no doubt there'll be a lot more to this one than has been revealed at this point. So leave me your thoughts and comments below. Share this content freely, far and wide. Cut and paste the links, drop them into your group, send them out as emails, do whatever you want with them, chop them up, use them yourself, whatever. It's out there for your use. Let people know what's happening. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so, and hit the notification bell if you haven't already done so. For now, I'm Rick Munn. This is No Risk, No Reward Media, over and out.